Hello guys, welcome to Stockies. Today we are going to do fundamental analysis of Vodafone Idea Limited. We will also discuss the reasons why this company is in crisis. I will also tell you whether you should invest in Vodafone Idea Limited or not. You can find the sources of the information in the description below. Idea and Vodafone India has merged its business on 31st August 2018 after getting the final nod from National Company Law Tribunal. The newly formed entity was named as Vodafone Idea Limited. After this merger, Vodafone Idea Limited became India's largest telecommunication company in terms of subscriber base and revenue. According to a report published by Telecom Regulatory Authority of India on 31st August 2018, that is on the date of merger, as you can see, Vodafone Idea Limited was leading in terms of market share with over 37.85% of the total wireless subscribers in the country, whereas Airtel had over 29.64%, followed by Jio with 20.50% and BSNL with 9.73% market share. According to another report published by Telecom Regulatory Authority of India indicating data as on 31st August 2018, Vodafone Idea Limited had over 441.67 million subscribers, which was the highest at that time, whereas Airtel had 345.87 million, followed by Jio with 239.21 million subscribers and BSNL with 113.54 million subscribers. This shows us that Vodafone Idea Limited had huge wireless subscriber base as on 31st August 2018 at the time of merger. Despite Vodafone Idea Limited had largest subscriber base in the country, its stock prices have been falling drastically since past few years and continued to fall even after merger. Since January 2018 till date, the stock has plunged over 92.4%. By looking at this, one question comes in our mind. That is, why this company's stock is falling even though the company had largest subscriber base and also highest revenue market share of over 43%. There are two main reasons for it: stiff competition in telecom sector and bad fundamentals of Vodafone Idea Limited. Let us talk about competition first. On 5th September 2016, Reliance Jio launched and offered free data and voice services till 31st March 2017. This strategy really worked well for Reliance Jio, and within 6 months, Jio crossed over 100 million subscribers. Even after March 2017, Jio continued to offer data and voice services at very affordable rate, and the competitors such as Vodafone Idea and Airtel had to follow the trend. In 2019, India emerged as a nation with cheapest telecom tariff in the world, all thanks to Jio, and it is also the fastest growing telecom market in the world. On the other hand, Vodafone Idea Limited had been losing its market share to its competitors, especially Jio. According to a report published by Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, shows that in 2016, combined market share of Vodafone Idea was 36.09% and Airtel had over 24.39%. In financial year 2017, Jio entered the market and captured over 9.29% market share in its first year, whereas Vodafone Idea Limited's market share declined to 34.57% and Airtel at 23.54%. In 2018, Jio's market share increased to 15.76%, whereas Vodafone Idea and Airtel's market share increased to 36.67% and 25.70% respectively. In 2019, Jio's market share increased to 26.40% and Airtel's market share has also increased to 28%, whereas Vodafone Idea's market share declined to 33.98%. And as per the latest report published by Telecom Regulatory Authority of India on April 2020 shows that Jio's market share has increased to 33.85% and Jio became the market leader in telecom sector. Airtel's market share remained almost the same, 28.06%, whereas Vodafone Idea Limited's market share declined to 27.37%. This data clearly shows us that Vodafone Idea Limited has been losing its market share, whereas competitors, especially Reliance Jio, market share has been rapidly increasing. As we have seen, Vodafone Idea Limited at the time of merger was leading in terms of market share with over 37.85%. And as per the latest report by Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, Vodafone Idea's market share has declined to just 27.37%. Airtel managed to maintain its second position with over 28.06%, whereas Jio became market leader with over 33.85% wireless subscriber base. In terms of numbers, Vodafone Idea has lost over 130 million subscribers after its merger and has slipped from first position to third position. Jio has the highest number of subscriber base of over 389.11 million subscribers, followed by Airtel with 322.55 million subscribers and Vodafone with 314.62 million subscribers. On 28 May 2020, Bloomberg published an article saying that Google is planning to buy 5% stake in Vodafone Idea Limited, and on the next day the stock went up by 35% in the opening hours. But on the same day, replying to this news article, Vodafone Idea Limited gave its clarification to NSE and BSE that there is no such proposal made by Google as reported by media. Now let us take a deep dive into company's fundamentals and especially its financial position. Recently, Vodafone Idea Limited has been in news for its AGR dues of Rs 58,000 crore. Now what is this AGR? I will try to explain it in brief. As a part of National Telecom Policy 1994, licenses were handed out to telecom companies in return for a fixed license fees. In 1999, after concerns were raised by telecom players over high fees, the government provided them with the option to migrate to a revenue sharing fee model. Under the revenue sharing fee model, telecom companies were advised to share a percentage of their annual gross revenue with government, called AGR. This sum would include annual licensing fees and spectrum charges. In total, the company has a debt of 1,15,850 crore, excluding the leasing charges. Also, company's debt to equity ratio is 10.71, which is not a good sign for the company. But hey, there is also something good here. Vodafone Idea Limited managed to pay 7,854 crore in total towards AGR dues. Now let us see company's income statement to understand whether the company can pay its remaining debt. According to the company's financial statement published on stock exchange, company's total income had increased just roughly around 10,000 crore in past 5 years, and revenue growth rate is also been very low. On the other hand, company's expenditure has increased from 23,992 crore in 2016 to 84,199 crore in 2020. Under expenditure, company has been paying a huge amount as interest, which has increased from 1,797 crore in 2016 to 15,377 crore in 2020. This shows us that company's borrowing has also increased. And lastly, company has been making huge losses from last 4 years. In the financial year 2020, Vodafone Idea Limited posted highest ever loss by any Indian company at Rs 73,878 crore. Now it's time for my opinion on Vodafone Idea Limited. Even though Vodafone Idea Limited has lost its market share to competitors, this company has still potential and is on third place in terms of market share. So if you are a conservative investor, then you should wait till the company's fundamental gets back on track. But if you are a risk-taking investor, you can invest a small portion of your capital at current price and add more when fundamentals get stronger.
For more videos on investment and finance, please subscribe this channel by clicking the subscribe icon below. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. Thanks for watching.